If you own XRP, this video is very, very critical, guys, as Ripple banking charter has entered the review phase. And we're going to dive into all the specifics, what this means if you own XRP. But here's what to know right now. When Ripple was in the 4-year lawsuit in the United States, it forced them to do business outside the US, right? They had to go in areas like Asia, Africa, the Middle East, and they've done a phenomenal job parlaying a ton of partnerships. And we know the use case, at least one of them being cross-border payments. I really think the big area, though, for Ripple in order for them to break through in the US could be tokenization. And this banking charter could go a long way. And we just got word this morning on some very, very critical news and updates here as it relates to Ripple's process and what they're trying to do. So in this video, we're going to break it all down. Make sure you guys hit the like button for us right now. Drop an X in the chat so I know you guys are here. Make sure you guys are subscribed as well if you're not yet already. Let's dive into it here and take a look at what's going on, because if we get into this top part of the article here, so this morning, Ripple Labs publicly submitted a charter application with the United States National Trust Bank called Ripple National Trust Bank. And cryptocurrency analysts announced this update on X regarding Ripple. I woke up this morning, saw the news, and had to make a quick video for you guys right here. The update indicated the beginning of the review phase and talking about the future increase of the price of XRP. The app is a major regulatory milestone to Ripple and the native token. So the application finds Ripple National Trust Bank as an intended de novo national trust bank per the Office of Comptroller of the Currency, or OCC. So Ripple Labs is leasing its operational address, which is based out of New York. Now, remember, their stablecoin that they recently launched was able to get pushed through as well in terms of being compliant. Ripple can offer trust, fiduciary, and banking services, and FedWire and FedNow may be among these through a national trust bank charter. The OCC review process lasts between 30 and 90 days, and the stakeholders are able to give feedback during this process. And the approval would boost the level of institutional use case for XRP and make it basically part of the banking practice in the United States. This is something Ripple needs desperately. If this were to happen, they get some big, big backing by US regulators and banking licenses. This opens the floodgates for Ripple to finally be used in some form or fashion in the US banking system. Now, we know they're already big in Japan, they're big in Africa, they're big in Dubai right now, in the UAE. But XRP is being traded right now, currently at $2.38. We are down 17% in the last month. It's kind of interesting. You zoom out, though, the last year, we're still up 353%. But we're trying to find our floor right now in the price. And I think we're going to be in store for a reversal. We could still potentially come down to that $2 level, here where we had support back in June, potentially. But a lot of this is going to hinge on Bitcoin, right? The moves that Bitcoin makes is going to impact the rest of the market. Bitcoin right now is up slightly here as we draw closer to market open. So, downside risk to $2, which isn't too crazy, but we've got tremendous upside potential here, especially if something like this goes through. So the news created a bullish reaction. There were traders who also forecasted XRP to reach above $10, traders who gave warnings that there could be regulatory challenges. Ripple has a chance of being among the first crypto native companies to obtain a U.S. national banking license. This move would provide a precedent to acceptance of blockchain-based finance by the regulator. Keep in mind, the Federal Reserve just had a meeting with a lot of big players related to this issue just a couple days ago. And, we do have a new SEC regime that's really willing to work with companies in the United States finally. And New York base consolidates the presence of Ripple in the United States and supplements its activities in Asia Pacific. So, they've got a lot going on with SBI Holdings out of Japan already. They've got a lot happening with the UAE government. But the United States would be crucial. Keep in mind, they are the largest US-based company in the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin's decentralized completely. There's no owner. There's no geographic location. Ethereum was founded in Canada by Vitalik Buterin. You got Tether, that's a stable coin, though. BNB, not a US based currency. XRP is. It's the largest market cap. Then you've got Solana up here. Both of these over 100 billion in market cap. But XRP has a lot going for it in that not only, can it be used for remittances and cross-border payments, but I think the big play is tokenization. We know they're working with Ondo Finance, who's connected to BlackRock, tokenizing US treasuries and equities, and tokenizing real estate in Dubai already. If we get this pushed through, I think the pent-up demand could be huge for XRP. We already have over 20 ETFs filed for XRP. So in a lot of ways, what I'm trying to do right now in this market is front run the institutional money. Get out ahead of where the institutional money goes next, because we are clearly in an institutional bull market, meaning the institutions are leading the narratives. Where they go, that's where retail should follow if you're trying to make money in this market right now. So very excited about the potential here. If we take a look at the price action, get a little bit closer to it here, you guys can see on the 1 month, we're still, very, very much range bound. I mean, we've been here since January 2025, honestly. And the longer this consolidation, these are monthly candles, the longer this consolidation phase happens and we stay somewhere between the $2 and $3 level, the bigger the potential breakout on XRP. If we zoom in a little bit and take a look at the weekly, you can even see it even a little bit better. I mean, we are trading pretty tight right now, and a lot of people are, upset. Price action sucks, blah, blah, blah. But I like this. I like this long consolidation pretty much all of 2025. Yes, we've had little pops, up to 359. We had the scam wick down to 131. This was on October 10th when we had the flash crash, but it quickly reversed. We dipped down to 130, closed that week at 247. So if you look at where these candles closed, we are still trading in a very, very tight range on XRP, which is good moving forward. Again, longer the consolidation, bigger the breakout, usually is what we see in crypto. So if you guys want to know exactly the moves I'm making, you want to get full portfolio access, premium videos and content, buy and sell alerts, private Discord community. You can watch me build a new crypto portfolio that I'm building right now. All of this right now over at the Patreon. Would love to see you guys come on over and join us. Appreciate you all so much for watching as well. And we will see you guys in the next video.